Hello, my friends! We're back on the Vervain's Arcadia's server. While I haven't posted many videos from here lately, I have been working away here on the server on both my own projects and some server projects. And since we've updated to 1.21, we've changed quite a few things around here, so I wanted to show you all what's been going on. First off, we updated our world spawn to a new location, and several of us spent the summer developing this area and getting it ready to welcome new players. We made sure that the armor trim library was fully built and decorated, and that does include all of the upper floors as well. This interior, Pearl and I designed a long time ago on creative, and then a variety of people contributed to actually making sure it got transferred over into the survivable server. We get a lovely full view of our spawn from up here too. We also finished up the train station, which now has rail lines running all over from this area, and generally added a lot of different structures with both function and just prettiness. It has become one of my favorite places on this server. While working on spawn, I was constantly flying back and forth, and let's not walk into the giant nether hole. Okay. I was constantly flying back and forth between spawn and the storage room of my base, which is just over there. And, well, my portal is at the front and top of my base, while my storage system is at the bottom and far back. So after many trips of flying this very familiar route through my base to get to my storage system, I went ahead and added a portal to the doorway at the back entrance to my storage room. Ah! Don't scare me like that, buddy. No, we won't be talking about how many months it took for me to detangle this portal from my storage system chunk loaders. Now, being able to access my storage system from the nether roof is nice and all, but it wouldn't be much use if I didn't have more major, massive things to build elsewhere on the server. We finally started working on the shopping district a month or two ago, I think. And, well, people are starting to move in and make it a shopping district all its own. We're back on a mushroom island, and this one you can see is surrounded by frozen ocean and icebergs. And guys, I have been planning for months and months and months what I was going to do for my new shop in the new shopping district. And, well, I kind of got a little carried away with some off-camera building. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, guys, I know we always laugh at YouTubers when they say that, but the struggle is real. I didn't realize that. The struggle is real because sometimes I just want to build things and I don't want to, talk about what I'm building and how and why. So, I took plenty of screenshots throughout the process, but obviously this was a build that I sketched out in creative. Funny how my shops always end up being the ones that I sketch out in creative. I don't do other things in creative. If you've been around here for very long at all, you've probably picked up that I love Skyrim. It was my first ever video game that I played on my own, and, well, I still adore it. So I decided that I wanted to build a flame atronach, and she has one shop so far, and that is up in the flame that she's carrying, which has a convenient little parkour smoke flame trail all the way up. And this is our new light shop. It has almost every light source in the game in it. The one main exception is lava. I don't have lava in here. And I don't intend to have lava in here. There might be a couple of things that I'm missing. There's a couple of things that aren't fully stocked. But this is our light shop. And I have a Nether Star sale going on. 2 shulkers worth for 5 diamonds each. And they've been going. Let's just say I'm not hurting for diamonds anymore. Not that I ever was, but I'm especially not hurting for diamonds now. This won't be the only shop in our lovely Fiery Lady, though. I am planning to add at least 2 more shops. I built this. I designed this with Pearl's help. No, not the Pearl from Hermitcraft, different Pearl. She calls herself the Walmart version, but honestly, she is the best Minecrafter I know. We went ahead and just transferred her onto the server in a spur-of-the-moment 6-hour all-night build session, which is why my voice sounds a little funny, because I was up all night last night and then I barely got any sleep. It was worth it. But honey blocks were the bane of our existence, but such as it is, they are the perfect shade for this. So we have obviously a little pathway up her arm there. And then you can either come over into this area, which is going to be a head shop. Fitting, right? You can follow the slab path up into here, which is going to be another shop. So this is where my new shops for the 1.21 era and beyond will be. The old shopping district isn't completely obsolete yet. There's still people buying things, there's still people selling things, but it's slowly being moved over to this area. Let's talk a little bit about the design and building process for this. So if we pop back over here into Arcadia, we can see the beginnings of my planning for this build. I have done a little bit with World Edit and like Voxel Sniper and stuff like that in the past, but not very much, and not without the careful guidance of my wonderful friend Pearl. I came over here, started sketching out kind of the pose that I was envisioning, and just generally trying to get an idea of what I wanted her to look like and the scale that I wanted her to be. Now, I needed to have space for at least one shop, ideally in the flame. So even these like slightly larger sketches were still just kind of sketches, and I kept scaling up until I got to this point. Now, at this point, we had decided that both arms outstretched to the flame looked a little too much like she was just falling without control, instead of spinning around wonderfully like the flame atronachs do in Skyrim. Also, as part of my creative process, I had to get into Skyrim myself and take a bunch of reference images with my mage in my current playthrough, because there's not actually a lot of good reference images, especially for her tumbly poses on the internet. All the references out there are just of her standing upright. So then from there, we brought her skeleton over to this side of the plot and really started sniping in a bunch of blocks, and this was all still in diamond blocks. It was amazing because multiple people thought we were planning to make her with diamond blocks, and we're like, what? No, I'm not that rich, guys. We were using both human picture references and Skyrim picture references, both like my references for poses that I got, but then also other people had better pictures out there that we used for like coloring references. I did most of the actual like fine detail shaping, smoothing things out. Then Pearl got on and we added the armor in netherite blocks, which really threw at least one person. And then I went ahead and painted it on my own, added a lot of the glasswork. And as I was sending like pictures of the glasswork that I had done and like the final bits of shading and texturing that I had done to Pearl last night, she goes, I can be online right now. Do you want to just like build her? And I was like, okay. A couple notes about the coloring were that I noticed that there are a few Flame Atronach builds out there. I've seen, I think, 2 different ones floating around online as I was looking for references and stuff like that. But something that bothered me about them was how bright orange she was. And like, the actual flame atronach is not that bright orange. She's yellow and then it deepens to red really quickly. And I realized what was causing that coloring problem for me was that I had used a bunch of orange wool. So I replaced the wool with glass, which also gave her a more transparent and ethereal structure, I guess. And I really like how it ended up turning out. As you can see in the pictures that Editing D is putting up on the screen, she started out very dense looking and very solid blocky. And I kept carving away more and more solid blocks and replacing them with glass. And I really like how the finished product turned out. Now back in survival, I'm going to need to go through and put a little bit more of these flames around on the ground and stuff like that, and I will show you what that whole finished process looks like. But I'm not going to lie, I was just so excited about this build that I needed to get on and record and share with you guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on over to survival myself and get working on that. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to run a time lapse of us working on this for however many hours it actually ended up being once you subtract item collection time. So kick your feet up, sit back and relax, pull out your popcorn if you're into that kind of thing, and enjoy this time lapse of us working on one of my favorite projects to have done together. And if you like her as much as we do, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, admittedly, she is a little bit off of the road system in the shopping district right now, but I'll get around to fixing that eventually. I don't want to step on too many toes either in extending a road out here, but it looks like they're well marked, so we will do that eventually. Probably not today, just off camera at some point. Now, let's take a little fly around with free cam so we can really appreciate this build. I am not usually an organics person, but I feel like for a statue, I did pretty well. Yeah, trees are still a problem, but it's fine. One of my favorite details that I added was the little bits of flame coming off of her hands and feet and various joints. But in the bit of time since I finished our atronach, I went ahead and added the second shop to our lovely flame atronach head, and that is, of course, a head shop and mini blocks. I've sold a couple already, a couple of things. I don't even know what I sold because obviously it's really difficult to get mini blocks when you're just trading them from wandering traders and you're relying on the luck of the draw. I do have VIP, which does mean that I have access to the head database, but all of the blocks in here are free range, organic, gotten in survival mode ways. Anyways, the name of the entire shopping conglomerate here is She's Fire. So, do with that what you will. I think it's an excellent name. What I want to do with the rest of our video today is I want to go headhunting. Literally. Now this may break some codes of ethics around somewhere, but you know what? We gotta do it. We gotta do it for capitalism. For our first headhunting endeavor here, we're going to start in the Crimson Forest, because why not? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over here just far away enough for the normal mobs to spawn, but not far away enough that a ghast, for example, could spawn. And let's, go ahead and use some gamma here. Now, I'm gonna hold my looting sword in my offhand because looting does affect whether or not you get heads. Before you ask, yes, it certainly would be more efficient to go into the Crimson Forest and hunt for these things on my lonesome. Guys, you really think I would do that? It might be more fun for you, but remember, when I die, you guys made me do this. That is a strider at the top of that lava stream. What the heck? Alright, it feels like getting heads from these guys is going to be a little more difficult than I thought. That's pork chops. More pork chops. Oh, and some leather. Look at that. Now, there were a bunch of hoglins on like a floating spot when we were flying around. Oh, right there. Woo! Ouch. That hurt. Alright. Alright, so hoglins have a 3% chance of dropping their head, apparently. And if they're dropping from fire tick from our bow too long after we shot it, that's a problem. So we need to make sure we're firing 3 arrows into them because that should drop them pretty well. Oh, well, let's be careful to not hit the zombified piglin. 2 and 3 pork chops. I'm officially tired of this. Let's go do some other things that may or may not count as war crimes. And this adventure is going to require us to take a little trip back over to my tropical fish farm, which I don't know if I've ever actually shown you guys. That is, alright then, kind of cool to see the interior from here. Anyways, I don't know if I have actually ever shown you guys this fish farm since I got it actually like fixed up and working. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna hop in with these guys and swing a sword. Whew! That was satisfying. Okay, 21 tropical fish heads. That's probably all we need. Now, spawning rates are still really slow in this, so this is still an ideal AFK type thing. And I do have several shulkers of fish back at the base. Y'all see where this is going? You hate me yet? I actually, for being the person who breeds and sells axolotls, I don't actually have axolotl heads. Now, the real question here is, can we kill... I know, it's getting worse. Can we kill a baby and get its head? The answer appears to be no. That's good to know. You know, we also don't have... Oh, you just gave me Dolphin's Grace, buddy. Buddy. No. He perished. Oh, and he dropped a head. Look at that. I don't think I've gotten any dolphin heads before either. I have a handful of fish heads. I feel like they're so easy to get that everybody has them, though. I love them so much. Why am I doing this? This is actually cruel and unusual. Okay, there also should be some cats around, not counting Pearl's cat there. We need to take that iron golem out so that then we can just go in and deal with these villagers. The way they sit and sparkle when they're arguing, it's really funny. I'm gonna just sleep here. Oh, for goodness sake. Hi, buddy. And there's an iron golem out there. Cool. Now he can't hurt us. Okay, yeah, you guys are about to get real angry. There we go. Oh, they're gossiping real hard. Look at that. Thank you. 2 weaponsmith, 2 cartographer. Let's get another mason, even though their heads are like really absolutely normal. Let's head over to the swampland over here. I need a bunch of tadpoles. I need both tadpole heads and actual like tadpoles to haul elsewhere. Every time I come over here, the frogs end up doing this. We had this happen on stream once. What is going on? Now, here's another thing. Eventually, probably not today, but eventually, we're gonna have to set up a whole charged creeper operation in order to get the mob heads that drop that way. And that's a little tricky. Oh, I just realized, like, normal piglin heads drop that way. That's why the piglins weren't dropping anything. That makes sense. Okay. All that to say, yeah, we need to get a charged creeper operation going, too. You know, I just realized something, guys. We have 12 frogs just stashed away in the nether that aren't being used anymore. There's a head. Oh, we did get one of the cold frog heads, too. Cool. So it seems like they have about a 25% chance of dropping. I also wanted to see if there were any cats down in here. I know, killing cats is, like, really bad. Oh, there's a bat there, too. Now, there's constantly cats running around in here, so I don't see why there aren't any right now. Oh, well. What? Oh, there we go. We got him. No head, though. I've never actually gotten heads from bats. I have so many turtle heads. Because y'all don't go over to your water. You just decide to hang out here instead. And so then I don't get my skute. And you guys don't get freedom. And nobody's happy about it. Sheesh. We could do some allays. We just need a bunch of amethyst shards to make that happen. Hi, everybody. You guys are so cute. I love you, but I need your heads. This is possibly the very worst thing I've ever done. Boom, and then... Oh, they heal so fast, though. There we go. We've got a stone box, and will give me a door while we're at it. I made a silverfish farm recently. And the thing I learned from that is that it is almost impossible to wrangle these guys. Bring it here. Come on. You can do better than that. There you go. Let's check up on these axolotls. How are you guys doing over here? Do we have any grown-ups? Is that 3 grown-ups? Nope, still... Ugh. Takes so long for things to grow up. Why is the brown one grown up first? Okay. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna question it too much. We'll just grab and go. Oh! Yeah, that is 3 grown-up pink axolotls, too. Now we're going to, one at a time, drop and destroy. Oh, interesting. That one didn't drop a head. And also didn't drop a head. What the heck? Oh no. This is bad. There's one head. Okay. So, it might be a little bit less than they said, which bodes well for my blue one. Okay, the blue one dropped a head. Excellent. That's good anyways. Duplicate. Excellent. And I can't hurt mine. Listen. I don't want to be participating in these horrors, these atrocities, but I have to for the money. I'm so sorry. Oh, and he didn't even give me a head. Oh. Probably because he wasn't tamed. I don't want to kill off the llamas on this island because they're special. They're a part of this island. Like, but I also need more trader llama heads. Not that, everybody doesn't have a bajillion trader llama heads except for me. And wandering trader heads, except for me, because I actually really like them, and I don't just kill them off when they show up. Sue me. Alright, you ready, bud? There we go. Let me give him a little boop. Still no head. That's just rude, honestly. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly north, because that's a pretty unpopulated area. And we're going to stop by whatever plains we see, grab horse heads where we can, and we'll try and breed them up so that as we go, so that we're not like significantly depleting the horse population. But we'll check out the jungles that we see. I am not going to kill parrots. That is one thing that I refuse to do. There we go, there's a head. I know I have a few pufferfish heads around. I think there might already be a couple in the shop, but I'm not entirely sure, so. Horses? There's some horses and some donkeys. Excellent. Let's breed you guys. Oh. Do they not make children unless they're tamed? Okay, fine. We will tame every single one of these horses so that we don't take away horses from people who go looking for them later. Hi, horses. There's only 2 adults there now. Let's just grab this guy's head. Maybe. Hey, there we go. Oh, that was a terrible noise. That's a donkey head, anyways. Hey, there's my first horse head. Hey, there's another horse head. I'm sorry, baby. There we go. There's a black horse head. Okay, so for the next leg of this head hunting journey, we're going to... Which way? There, this way, this direction. Sheesh. We're going back to my old starter base from almost 2 years ago on this server. If we head over this way, you'll see, approaching in the distance, my cat geodome, which was supposed to be a cat gift farm, so I didn't have to kill rabbits to get rabbit feet. However, something is weird on the server, probably with paper or something, and so, at best, I get exactly 1 gift. It's unfortunate. This does not have looting on it, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna have to be really careful and make sure I'm critting. There we go. Aw, it tells me when my cats die. I love Minecraft cats so much. They're, like, my favorite. Like, I love the wolves. I love the new wolves. But the cats are special. Hi, baby. Come with me. Come here. Hi. There you go. I really don't want to kill them. Oh, this is making me sad now. What am I missing? Because I've tamed them all. Where? Well, I mean, some might be over at the cabin. Let's go check that really quick. Here, kitty. Oh, so sweet. I'm trying to not let myself get emotionally attached to these guys, but this little one I can get very emotionally attached to. Oh, hello. Welcome to the family. Doink, doink. Hi, buddy. Speak of tuxedo cats. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Oh, hey, there's my first tuxedo cat head. We're gonna run over here and first get a bunch of sniffer eggs from these guys and then grab some of their heads. I love how sniffers are basically like the platypuses of Minecraft. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, look at that head, though. That's a cool head. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the eggs down and let them hatch. So it looks like they drop all of their heads. Very cool. We can add that to our chest. I have 2 of every cat head except for these ones. I don't have any of theirs. So that's just what I'm waiting on. Hey, there's our first Siamese cat head. Finally. Hi, would you like to give me a head? I'm not even apologizing at this point. What kind of monster have I turned into? You guys, I did it. I did it. I was gearing up for a full-on operation here, as you can see. And, like, the second cat that I killed dropped its head for me. Okay, well, I'll be back for you all later. You may or may not have avoided the death penalty. We'll see. Actually, as we head on back, I do want to see if we can't get a couple of tadpole heads, too. Can we get you to drop your heads? Nope. We'll keep plugging away on the heads. Maybe on camera, maybe off camera. Probably a bit of both. Oh, by the way, I have moved the blue axolotl vending machine over to this new shopping district, which is great. Except that people keep flipping my trapdoors and doors, and I'm... let's just appreciate this as the sun goes down. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I love her so much. And yes, I did add some flamey bits to the ground underneath her, too. There's not a lot of ground, so there's not a lot of flamey bits, but in-game in Skyrim, she has little fire bits like that underneath her on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna put the blue axolotl heads in the ultra rare. Frogs definitely going in uncommon as well, and I just realized I didn't actually tell you guys how I've organized things, but I've organized them by common, uncommon, rare, and then just a little box for ultra rare, and then by the type of mob head and mini block. Yeah. I'm obsessed with this build. It is probably my favorite build that I have ever done. Actually, not probably, it's definitely my favorite build that I've ever done, easily. And with those last little bits added for now, I think I and the Flaming Lady will bid you farewell. I'll see you all around for the next video. Bye, guys!